Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going over the best meta classes for ranked Resurgence, right? This is all like Warzone stuff, all right? So to get into it, we're going to go to our weapons. We're going to go to our first class setup, right? For the first one, I have the Ram 7. So take a moment to take a screenshot and let's get into it, right? So the Ram 7, I'm going to go over everything. So you can just skip to different weapons, right? The Ram 7, we're going to go with the Cronin Headwind Long Barrel. And the reason for this is because it has that bullet velocity and range, which means that it's going to shoot faster, right? The hip fire attack stand spread, that's not really something you need to worry about because this is just a beamer. All right, this is not like you're gonna get in close and personal around close quarters combat. If that does happen, you better aim. Aiming idle sway is to make sure that the gun doesn't sway left, right, up, down. Fire and aim stability is also gonna help when you're firing. It's just gonna lower the recoil just a little bit. Negative is sprint fire speed and walking speed, but I think it's still good. All right, next thing we have is the ZMN35 compensated flash hider. I think I said this in a previous video that this is the meta muzzle. Like this needs to be on everything. There are a couple things that it doesn't need to be on, and I'll show you, but this is pretty much the best. It shortens your radar ping so that you don't stay on the minimap for as long as normal. If you're using the Jack BFB, you're on that thing forever. It gives you vertical recoil, which pretty much will help you in the y-axis of shooting. Horizontal recoil is the x-axis of shooting. Fire and aim stability, more fire and aim stability. The only downs for this one is the aim down, sight speed, and bullet velocity, but you already countered that out with the barrel. All right, so going back into it, we have the underbarrel, which is the Bruin heavy support grip, right? I have this all favorited, so I can find it at the front. I probably would do the same for all of you. Um, Gun kit control, so that when you're firing, it increases your like accuracy and recoil. Aiming idle sway, so you don't have to worry about the gun swaying left, right. Horizontal recoil, so it's going left and right, right. Fire and aim stability again. All right. Downside of this is aim down sight speed and vertical recoil, which you guys are already countering with the muzzle and barrel. All right. 60 round mag. This is a no brainer. You could take down 3 people if you are good at aiming, right? If you're not so good at aiming, you could probably, down one, break another. But 60 round drum that comes in handy, and obviously it's got cons, but we don't need to worry about that. And then for the last one, we have the HVS 3.4 pad stock. And the reason for this is because the gun kit control and recoil control just help phenomenally. All right, so let's go to the firing range. Let's test it out. Right, this is what it should look like. Yep. So little vertical recoil, but that's fine. If you could once you get into the game, you control the recoil, like it'll be awesome. Right. I'm not warmed up yet, so my aim is the best, right? You see how accurate that is, and this is a medium short range weapon. All right, medium to short range weapon. XRK Stalker is because sometimes you don't really want to move, you just want to be a rat, and everybody plays different, right? Everybody plays different. This weapon will help you if you want kills or you're trying to get those like kind of like assists before people get down, right? This is gonna help, right? Muzzle, we have the VT7 Spitfire Suppressor XL. And I know a lot of you are saying, didn't you just say that the compensated flash hider is better? Yes, but we're not going for recoil or anything of that sort. We're going for this bullet velocity and range, right? This will make our bullet travel through the map so fast that it hits our target before they even know it came and hit them, right? Recoil control, that doesn't matter. All I want is this. Plus, you're invisible, all right? The next one we have is a Fission 60 barrel, right? Again, this one, bullet velocity and range. I'm telling you, this weapon is so good. You take it to regular Warzone, you'll beam. All right, this bullet velocity and range, it shoots and it will hit its target faster than you can say hello. All right, and I'm being serious. Aiming idle sway, I have this so that when I'm aiming at somebody, my scope doesn't just sway around, it doesn't move, right? And then you have firing aim stability, right? That doesn't matter. But the aiming idle sway and the bullet velocity help. All right, next thing is the ammunition. Yes, we're using high grain rounds. The only reason for that is the bullet velocity and damage range. All right. Like, these things matter a lot. Next thing I have is the rechambering speed. And the reason I have the rechambering speed for XRK Stalker Light Bolt is mainly because when you take a shot at somebody in the open and you get them down, it takes forever to cock the weapon back, and you need to be ready to shoot as fast as possible, especially if you got teammates running around. Like, you down somebody, their teammates are running, like, it comes in handy. If you try it without it, you'll notice. All right, for the stock, I have the URL M stock. The reason for this is that aiming idle sway and that firing aim stability, right? The firing aim stability actually comes in handy with the rechambering speed, just because, like, when you're rechambering a bullet, it like sways around more often, you know what I mean? But when you have that firing aim stability, you shoot, you just more just trying to rechamber. And that's the XRK Stalker. Let's test in the firing range. Alright, so we'll just do it laying down, right? So you have one pump to the chest, do that. You see how fast I did that speed at? Dead, alright? See how, like, my weapon is not moving at all either? It's just a little tiny sway. That's only because I have that aiming idle sway on. You only have 5 shots, so you gotta make it work. And then also, you can kind of quick silver it. Alright. This is my MTZ build. Alright, this is mine. Anybody can have it, but it's mine. Right? So, going into the MTZ 7.62, right? Battle rifle. The barrel I have is the MTZ Precision Blackthorn barrel. I used to run the Clinch Pro barrel because it had recoil control and gun kick control, so it was a little bit more accurate. But you want aiming idle sway and firing stability in that, and that bullet velocity and range. Telling you that bullet velocity and range will help you every single time. It shoots fast. It will hit its target, right? Back to our OG muzzle, the meta muzzle, is that MN35 compensated flash hider with the shortened radar pings, vertical recoil, horizontal recoil, and firing aim stability. You already know how it is. We have the Bruin heavy support grip. I'm not going to go into that and describe it to you. You already know. The Bruin heavy support grip, 30 round magazine, right? And then the Corio Eagle Eye 2.5, right? The reason why we have this is because of this. Now, if you like more accuracy, go with the clinch barrel, 100%. But it's a 7-shot like weapon. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, I shot 5, 6, 7. 7 bullets, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, 7 up close, 8 from afar. But it's a really good weapon, trust me. All right, moving on. What I like to pair this weapon up with is the HRM9. This is a deadly duo right here. All right, so to start off, we have the Thorn 90 barrel for the HMR9 submachine gun. All right, the reason why we have this is hip fire, attack, stance spread, aim down sight speed, sprint fire speed, sprint speed. This is our mobility weapon and our go up in their face weapon. All right. Again, the Zen MN35 compensated flash hider. This is just more for aiming. It's not necessarily for hip firing, right? The DR6 hand stop. This is a really good one. Movement speed is increased, sprint to fire speed is increased, aim down sight and aim walking speed is increased. Excuse me. Magazine, 50 round drum, because there's going to be a lot of encounters. And then stock will be the folding stock. Recoil control, gun kick control, and firing aim stability. So sometimes this weapon's a hit or miss. I won't lie. Just most of the time, I feel like it works and it doesn't. You know what I mean? I feel like if you're not warm in Modern Warfare 3 or Warzone, like it's not gonna help you at all. But if you're warm, like it'll help. See, there's a lot of kind of like recoil on it, but like if you're warm, you could do it. You know what I mean? All right. So yeah, like I said, this is the deadly duo right here. All right, moving on. All right, it's the BP-50 assault rifle. This is the brand new one. These are the attachments that I have on it. Lore 9 heavy barrel. And the reason for this is the bullet velocity, range, gun kick control, recoil control, and firing aim stability. I think it's better than all of these personally. Right? the ZMN 35 compensated flash hider. Again, the Bruin heavy support group, the biggest mag you can get, which is 45. And then for the last one, the 4 bearer heavy stock, which is recoil control, gun kick control. The reason why I have this, I keep saying this, is because I need more accuracy when it comes to this weapon. This weapon is really good, but it shoots so fast. Like, if you're playing regular Warzone, like, look how accurate it is. But, like, it will run out of bullets very quick. Sometimes you'll even be in a fight. They might go up and wait, and you're still reloading this thing. And then even on top of that, like, it's a very accurate and reliable weapon. But my only problem with it is you run out of bullets fast. And if you're engaging a team by yourself, you might as well stay by it. Because you don't have enough ammo to kill it. You know what I mean? This is a firing range. It's not even real. But this is the BP-50 assault rifle. The TAC Evolvery, right? You're going to use this in TAC stance. Okay? If you don't know how to act, if you turned off your TAC stance, you don't know how to activate it, you go over here, you go to gameplay, you go all the way down until you see tactical stance activation. You want to turn this on. Right? You want to turn it on. And let's go back. Alright, let's get into the attachments. No barrel. This is weird. Muzzle, right? Our muzzle is going to be the S37C DL Breach Device L. Right? The reason for this is, I guess we would just want to hit people. Melee. No. This is for hip fire and tac stance spread. Right? We're going to use that. Don't worry about the aim down sight speed. This is tac stance, not regular. Alright, under barrel. We're going to go with the Bruin Tactical Vertical Grip. And the reason for this is obviously the fire and aim stability, the gun kick control, the hip fire and tac stance spread. So what it means by tac stance spread is it's instead of shooting like wobbly, it's going to shoot more accurate. And I'll show you. This thing is a beast. Alright, next thing is the rear grip, the FSS Combat Grip. Right? Look at this. Tac stance spread. This is literally made for tac stance, right? Sprint to fire speed, aim walking speed, and movement speed. It's gonna, I mean, look at that. Mobility's pretty good. For an LMG, this is pretty good. Alright. The laser. That's the last one. The Corvus PEQ Beam 5. Hip recoil control. Hip fire and tac stance spread. Well, the laser's visible at hip, but whatever. Alright, you guys ready to see this thing? Because this thing is not. Right? We don't shoot it like this. We shoot it like this. You see this thing? I don't really see a lot of people in ranked Resurgence using this, but mainly it's because like Resurgence is on like a fortress keep, and it's not a very it's a very heady map. If you get headies, like, you'll win. But since this gun is at tac stance, it's not very accurate. You know what I mean? So it works, but in my opinion, I won't use it. I'll use the MTZ and the HRM9. Alright, Striker. Not the Striker 9, the regular Striker. Submachine gun. Alright, we're gonna go with the Striker Recon Long Barrel. That's for bullet velocity range, aiming out of sway. Don't worry about any of this cons, it doesn't matter. And then we have the ZMN 35 compensated flash hider, which is meta. Next, we have a 48 round mag, and I know you're asking, why aren't you using the biggest one, 60? Because this gun shoots so slow, and it only takes 8 rounds to kill somebody, so it's like, you don't need that many bullets, personally. And then, for the stock, we have the RB Corollas Assault Stock, which gives us gun kick control, fire and aim stability, aim down sight, recoil control. I feel like this is more of a... I use this sight, okay, because I don't like the iron sights on this. And it looks a lot better. Watch. Oh, my accuracy's so bad. Don't worry about that, guys. Alright, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bullets. Close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 bullets. So 8 up close, 9 a bit. Like it's a slow. It's kind of a slow shooting submachine gun, but once you get into the gist of it, it's pretty good. I think that's all. Yeah, that's all I have. Um, for my loadout, I use smoke and I use Semtex. Well, actually, no. I started using frag grenades so I could cook them. Right. I use frag grenades so I can cook them. And here are my perk packages. This is for ranked only, ranked resurgence, right? EOD comes in handy when you need to move around and not get blown up, because a lot of people will throw nades, they'll throw breacher drones, they'll throw Semtex, like they'll try and blow you up. So EOD is good to have. And then I use irradiated because I'm the type of guy to go into the storm to rotate around to either get high ground or like just mess with my opponents. Irradiated is super good if like you're kind of slow, like you don't have, like, you kind of want to be a rat. You don't really want to move into the circle automatically. You want to rotate around people, like that's fine. And then perk 3 slot I have is tempered, because quick fix is broken and it does not work unless you get a kill, which is pretty pointless. So I use tempered, because it's just easier. And then I use high alert because it's always good to know when somebody's looking at you and where they're looking at you from. The only con to high alert though is if somebody has cold blooded, you can't. You're done. They come up right behind you. Yeah, you're done. But that is all I have. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good one. Have a great day.